February is over. I know it was kind of a rough one for you guys. I definitely was feeling that vibe also myself. So this time I already shuffled before the video because my husband and I actually just found, okay, so here's the story. So a couple years ago, my husband and I decided we wanted to move to North Carolina. And so he put in a request for a transfer to North Carolina, to the stores down there. He works for Trader Joe's. And it's taken almost 3 years for the transfer to finally go through. And it finally went through last week. So we've been very excited, but at the same time, we're like, oh my God, we have so many things that we have to do. We have to find a place down there. We got to move all of our crap. It's just, how are we going to get everything down there? It's just, I'm going to have to get a new job. It's a lot of different stuff going on. And our lease here ends April 30th. So it's kind of hectic right now. And I wanted to save time because it does take a lot of time for me to edit videos. So I'm going to just fly right through this. I'm not having a fancy intro or ending to my videos this month. I'm not doing the paintings this month, unfortunately. But I will start them back up once we get moved into our new place in North Carolina. Please follow me at The Creative Gypsy if you want to see what's up and what's going on with our whole move. I'm going to make posts about it and all that fun stuff. So anyway, so what I was saying was that I had already shuffled your cards before the video, and we're just going to get right into it, okay? So I'm going to bring this down a little here so you can see what the cards are. And I can actually, whoa, my crystal. I'm going to turn these around so you can see how they actually are laid out. So they're now facing you and not me. So we have the Queen of Pentacles upright. We have Temperance, the 14th card in the Major Arcana, in reverse. We have the Hierophant, the 5th card in the Major Arcana, upright. And we have 8 of Pentacles in reverse. So, it seems like the first half of the month of March for you. It seems like you've achieved something between the ending of February and into the beginning of March. Something has happened in your life where you feel like you are comfortable where you are. You're reaping the rewards of your harvest. You're proud of the progress that you have made. Life is feeling good now. So there was a little bit of stresses in February where you felt like, oh my God, I don't know if I can deal with it. But it seems like most of you did deal with it. And now you're enjoying the fruits of your labor. So she's chilling. She's enjoying life. The only thing that I would say here is don't separate yourself from others in this process. Make sure that you are sharing the love. It doesn't have to be financially sharing the love, but sharing the joy of the celebration of where you are in this moment, the joy that you're feeling, and the achievements that you've achieved for yourself. Allow yourself to enjoy that with other people. Allow yourself to be celebrated. You don't have to be by yourself in order, to celebrate it. You need to, if that makes sense. It's always good to just, sit and really take note of where you are and really let it sink in. And that's wonderful. But don't feel like you have to enjoy it alone, on your own. It doesn't mean that if there's a relationship that you just left and you're hearing me say this, I'm not saying like go back to that person. I'm definitely not saying that. I'm saying like friends. Like make sure that you are celebrating with your friends where you are right now. Just because it's a great time for you, and you should allow yourself to feel proud. So there is a little bit of an imbalance here in the first half still. I do want to say pay attention to your health. Maybe if you're overindulging because you're feeling good now, like you're like, I'm going to get that chocolate cake for myself to celebrate. And if you haven't been celebrating with friends, you've got that whole humongous chocolate cake and you're like, well, I can't let it go to waste. I guess I'm going to have to finish this thing. That would be wrong of me to waste it. So that's okay. Just don't make a habit of eating an entire chocolate cake by yourself, or, you know what I mean? Like, it is okay to have your cake and eat it too, but within moderation is what I'm saying. So just pay attention to your health in the first half of the month. It is great to celebrate, but just be aware of making sure that you're not creating bad habits for yourself in this process of feeling good and feeling like, treat yourself kind of vibe. I'm going to treat myself to this. I'm going to treat myself to that. I'm going to treat myself to this. And then before you know it, you spent like $50 at Starbucks and you're like, what the hell? I made this huge financial achievement for myself, and now I'm throwing my money at Starbucks, and I've created this habit where I'm going to Starbucks every day and I'm ordering a $7 ridiculous drink. Do you know what I mean? So it's just a small shift. Like, you're doing great where you are right now, but let that keep going. Keep that flow going. So if you start finding yourself feeling like your world's kind of getting turned upside down, or if you're feeling stuck in a certain area of your life, that would be a good time to bring in some friends. And actually, that brings us to our other card. So then this is saying this is a good time for bringing in like-minded individuals. So finding people that think and act the way that you do, that, and are also supportive in the process. Not a crutch to lean on for you, like during your hard times, but somebody that's going to highlight your strengths. That's the kind of a friend that you want. So making sure that you're surrounding yourself with people that lift you up instead of pull you down is important this month, to keep yourself in this vibe of like, I am doing really well for myself, and I want to stay in this pride, this vibe of, what is the word? Just enjoying the fruits of my labor. It doesn't have to be just financially. It could be just, abundance in one way or another in my life. An abundance of like achievements or opportunities or friends or, anything like that. So what was I saying? Okay, so definitely making sure that you have friends that you can trust during this month to help you stay in this high positive wavelength vibe, where you're feeling proud of yourself, where you're feeling successful. Because towards the end of the month, we are getting into Mercury retrograde. Things can get a little bit frazzly during this time. So basically, like with Mercury is a very fast moving sign. And it just, like, there's nothing to be afraid of with Mercury retrograde. It's just being aware that your mind, you may have a hard time staying focused on one thing at a time. which is what this card is all about when it's in reverse. I'm having a hard time concentrating on what focusing on things that are important. I'm having a hard time deciding what is the most important thing, like getting my priorities straight. I'm having a hard time staying organized, staying on task, staying on this level. Things can get a little bit stressful, where you start to kind of like, you may potentially doubt yourself because, or you make decisions too quickly without realizing that maybe I should have done this. This probably would have ended up in a better result. So, or you can even get to like an obsessive kind of vibe. But I don't know if Pisces ever really gets, I think they could when it comes to love and things like that, but I don't know if like when it comes to work and things like that, maybe if it's your passion, you could become a little like obsessive compulsive with the Mercury retrograde coming in, making your mind move a lot faster than you're used to. So that's why people say like, don't sign contracts during Mercury retrograde. Don't do this. Don't make big decisions. Da 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 da. And the main reason is because you're not looking at the fun. It's a little bit easier to skim over the important details within important decisions, like signing a contract. Like, you may want to just skim over the fine print when really it's like it can be detrimental, in the future when it comes to that contract, So just making sure that you're just reading, really, really reading things over before you make gigantic decisions. Reading them over, going to your friends and asking their opinions, and like just really reviewing and, working every angle. Not in an obsessive way, but just in a way where you're being cautious. More cautious than you usually would be. And then, and also, and this goes back to where I'm saying, like, pay attention to your health. Because maybe if there's something that you've been ignoring for quite a while that is bothersome for you, like if you have like this twinge in your back that's been bothering you for a long time, I would definitely go to a massage therapist or a chiropractor before you start getting into Mercury retrograde. Usually it's like technological things that are really affected during Mercury retrograde, but really it's just anything that you've been putting off taking care of can come back and bite you in the ass during this time. I don't know why, but it's just usually the case. So, just being more cautious of your health, being more gentle with yourself, with spring, for me, I'm talking a lot. Okay, I'm just making sure I'm not like talking for a half hour. I just wanted to check the time. Anyway, so for me, when I get to a new season, my usual personal ritual, I guess you could say, is I do a gentle detox of detoxing from the season before to get ready for the next one. So like a little cleanse, maybe like getting into some juicing or doing something that makes you sweat. Let's get out those, those lazy toxins of winter out of us. You know what I mean? The heavy foods. Let's do a little cleanse there. Maybe drink some soups or get into some tea more, or just bringing in some more vegetables into our diet, things like that. So I think that's your reading, Pisces. Just making sure that you are not feeling like you have to, like, in order for you to be truly successful and truly happy, you have to be on your own. That's not the case. It just so happens that you have made a huge achievement, and maybe you are secluding yourself from others, enjoying it while you're taking it all in. I'm not sure why, but maybe just because of whatever happened in February, you're feeling like you need your own little personal detox from people. But just making sure that the people you are surrounding yourself with are people that are worthy of your time and your presence. You know, you are, I don't know how I want to say this, is like, you're not someone that is to be taken for granted, Pisces. So not surrounding yourself with people that take advantage of you, being with people that lift you up and are supportive of you and reflect to you your strengths and the best parts of you, you know, that help to bring them out, not make them hide away, I guess you could say. And then, so then when things start to get stressful, you have those people around that are willing to help you through it in a positive way. Okay, Pisces, you know what? I think I'm going to pull a card from the Nature's Whispers Oracle card deck, and then we'll call it a day. I also wanted to mention that I am still definitely going to be changing my name, like my business name. So just keep an eye out for that. I will make a official announcement once I have a new name, and I will explain why in that video as well, if you're curious what's going on. Which is kind of also why I had a hard time last month finishing all those videos, and why I kind of disappeared for a minute on Instagram. I haven't really made posts recently. I'll explain all of it in that video when I'm ready. Oh, and I did also want to mention that definitely for the month of April, I'm not going to be doing any personal private readings just because of the craziness of the move to North Carolina. So if you want a private reading with me, please, we got two. Please book before the beginning of April. And actually, no, book before Mercury retrograde, because I've done readings during Mercury retrograde and it was very difficult for me. So book between now and the 22nd and you should be good. Okay, so this is perfect for Pisces. Pisces, maintain your childlike spirit. I feel like Pisces is just genuinely has this childlike energy to them, where everything is fun and exciting, and they're very dreamy, daydreaming, you know, everything is wonderful, you know, when they're in a good place. So making sure that you stay in this high vibe where everything is great, and just really allowing yourself to enjoy that, having fun this month, allowing yourself to have fun in a healthy way. Okay, and giving yourself time to just pause. And that's probably also what this is all about, giving yourself the space to really reflect on what it is that you want for yourself this year, Pisces. it feels like to me there was a huge shift that happened for you in February, you know, in the beginning of your birthday month. Oh, by the way, happy birthday. And what was I saying? So it feels like something significant has occurred towards the end of February, beginning of March for you. That's like a leveling up. And now it's like, now what? Now what do I do? Like, I've made this huge achievement for myself and I'm very proud of where I am, but now what? So like not putting pressure on yourself to do anything, really. It's just let's enjoy where we are right now. Let's give ourselves the space to really settle in to this new energy, okay? In a healthy way. And I do feel like it is all based around who it is you surround yourself with. How you allow yourself to settle in this energy is based on who you are surrounding yourself with. Who brings out the best in you is who you want to be around this month. Making it a conscious decision to say no to people that have a history of creating drama and being destructive in your life this month. Okay, Pisces? I love you guys so much. You guys are one of my favorites. You're very, very supportive sign, and for me, since I've started these readings, and I really appreciate you guys so much. So thank you all so much for watching, liking, sharing my videos.